tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself? I've been happy, working hard so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could've done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard just so I can say I told you so. I told you so. I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you so proud of me? If you just wait and see, you gon' ride. So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could've done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.
right, so we took a walk through the at-home store, and I showed you they began to put out their fall items, and it just really got me in like a very, very like calm mood. I think during the summer you are like into trying to get all of your vacations in and things like that, and it's all the hustle and bustle, and then here we go upon fall and we start to get back into our normal routine. We're beginning to relax. We don't feel like we have to do so much. We're beginning to bring everything inside, and we're still on the outside a little bit also, but it's just more relaxing. And y'all know I love the fall. The spring and the fall are my two favorite times of year regarding weather. And I also think like you can dress better in the fall. And spring you begin to take off layers. You know what I mean? So while I was in there looking at a lot of the things that they are putting out, and I know they're just now putting out their decor. But if you go to other stores, you see that they have like jumped into fall, and then you can even see like hints of Christmas. You know how they do. But I don't want to rush all of that. But I don't want to not capitalize on them putting the things out early. And so right now I am definitely enjoying the summer. We have one more vacation coming up. Of course, we have the wedding coming up. We just have so much coming up in these next 4 or 5 months that I just want to enjoy every bit of it. But I am enjoying the summer, planning for the fall. I really am. And so while I was in there looking for some flowers for some projects that I need to do for the wedding, it just really got me all warm and fuzzy inside. And so I want to show you some items that I picked up. They're not necessarily fall, but I am going to be using them in this fourth quarter of the year, and you're going to see them all over my home. I cannot wait to share them with you. And I'm already like planning like videos for the upcoming month, because to me fall starts, it actually starts in August here. The kids go back, in July. I think the kids go back to school at the end of July. So within the next 2 weeks, the kids will be going back to school. That's too early for me. That is still summer. But for me, fall starts after Labor Day. And so typically that is when I begin to like transition spaces in my home during that time, because that's when I went back to school, and that is how I correlate fall. Right now it's still summer, but it's our planning season. And so you can do that too. You can go on Instagram, Pinterest, and look for things that inspire you for whatever room it is that you are planning on decorating. I have been on Pinterest looking for inspiration for our back area, because in the fall that area is going to be decked out and we plan on using it. And speaking of using the backyard, I want to go ahead and show you these items that I shared and how I plan on using them in the backyard. Okay, so the first item that I want to show you guys, I shared this with you a couple of weeks ago, and it was this beautiful bowl here. It's like a wicker type material. I'm not sure what it is. I shared this with you. Now we can use this as is like this, and so I could use this in the fall or in like now. And if I were to use it now, I use one of my white bowls inside of it like this, and I'm actually going to look for a bowl that's a little bit deeper that'll actually sit in here. But this is my concept, the concept that I have, and so I wanted to sit something like this. And I used this when we had our get together for July 5th. I had this with potato salad in it. Everyone loved this bowl. Now y'all know, I think this was like $24 or $29.99. It is a little pricey for this, but I just thought it was gorgeous. Now in the fall, I will use it just like this. This will be great in the backyard. We're having movie nights in the backyard. Y'all know we have the inflatable screen and everything, and we also have the large speakers. This can be great. Mr. B and I can be in the back. We can have popcorn. Y'all know we have a pizza maker. We can have everyone make their own pizzas and things like that. But I think this will be great going into the fall with something like this. So I wanted to share this with you again. And then I told you guys that I was going to go back and get the matching bowl. And this is the matching bowl here. It is gorgeous. This was $12.99, and this was handcrafted in the Philippines, and it's by Tommy Bahama also. And so once again, I can actually, if I had some more of these will be great, because the larger one could have been for the large, the popcorn, and people could put in their popcorn in here. And y'all know how I like to do my popcorn. I like to have like add-ons. So if you're one, you might want to add on what is the ranch season on top of the cheddar cheese season, the white cheddar, dark cheddar, or I have a Juani mix that I make up. You might want to put that on there. Mr. B swears by that. Or like me, I like to have M&Ms in mine. You might like Whoppers or whatever, and you can just have that in your like popcorn area, and you can just, everyone can like put in whatever their add-on is in here. This would be great. Actually, this probably is a little bit too big, but if I've come across some smaller ones in the set, I'm gonna get them, because that is an excellent idea. But I got one of my bowls right here. These are one of my Darwin bowls to put in here, and then this could be used for dips. And so you can have, I can have chips in there, you can have dips in here, and you can use them interchangeably. But these were really nice, $12.99. And so I got this and that, and they will go together. So that's how I'm using them for the summer, and this will definitely transition into the fall. I think this is perfect. Okay, so I'm getting comfortable now, because the next items I have to show you guys are like showstoppers. I went into Ross just to stop by to see what they have. And Ross is definitely one of those places that you have to go by frequently. You need to know what day your truck comes in, and you need to go early. The earlier you go, I think the better. Except you can't be too early, because if the truck came in and they are putting things out, you're gonna miss it. So you might need to go maybe like midday, or maybe a couple of hours after the truck has come in. Nevertheless, I went in after work, and they had so much. I didn't take any pictures of anything, because I didn't go in there looking for anything. I was trying to think of like what I was going to do for the fall, and I'm going to use the same colors that I used last year, and that was that real deep, beautiful Bordeaux burgundy color. I'm going to use it again. I loved it. Y'all know I loved it so much that I used it again. I transitioned it into the Christmas season, and I'm gonna do it again. I just thought it was gorgeous. It was so pretty, but of course I'm gonna do it differently. And so walking through the store, I saw a lot of things, and I want to call this part of my haul the parade of vases and vessels. Y'all, Ross, I mean, it literally took my breath away. And I went, the first vase that I saw was this beautiful vase right here. Now, y'all know I use black a lot in my home, different times of the year. And this beautiful black, I think with that beautiful moody Bordeaux color, is going to be gorgeous. And I think I kind of used that last year along with the gold. But I love this ornate, the shape of this vase. I love how it's fluted here. And guys, I think this was what, $14.99? Yeah, $14.99. I looked to see what this was a dupe of, and this is what I came up with right here. And they have some similar ones, I think, at Pottery Barn or West Am that are taller and slimmer. But y'all, I mean, you mean dupe on a budget? This is exactly what this is, a dupe on a budget. And I cannot wait to use this one. So I picked up this vase right here, newly added to my collection. And there was one other thing that I wanted to show you guys. That was from Home Goods, and I just remembered it. And when I saw this is a clearance item. And y'all know I have a thing for candlesticks, candle holders, anything like that. And so hurricanes, and so I came across this beautiful, it's like it's a hurricane. And so let me show you how this is. It is so pretty. And if I could have found a taller one for this collection, because I will be looking out for it, I'm gonna get it. So this is how the top is. It has an opening here. This is the bottom. You put your candle here, and this sits on like that. Isn't that nice? This is what it looks like. It's very, very pretty. This was on clearance for $8. I am definitely going to be on the lookout for the taller ones. I want it. I want this. I think this would be very, very nice here in the dining room. I'm sorry, in my living room area with some books and things like that. I think this is going to be great. And for $8, I was like, okay, girl, get that, because I think this is unique. Last year, some stores had the taper candle hurricanes. Y'all know those have been popular the last couple of years, and you weren't gonna get it for $8 nowhere. So I got that. So I just want to make sure I shared that with you, and that was from Home Goods. Now back to our vases. So that was the first vase that I saw. Now they had a lot of vases, and if I could have had it my way, I would have probably left up out of there with 6 vases. Girl, you don't need 6 vases. I don't. But they were just so beautiful, and one was like more beautiful than the other, which is why I shared that one with you first, because that's nice. But let me show you what I have next. So next, and I saw this vase, and I'm like, girl, you don't need another cream color vase. It didn't matter because I bought it anyway, and I couldn't leave it because this price was phenomenal. This is by the Modernist collection, home collection, and this is it. This vase is huge, and it was only $20. $19.99. I love this. I love the texture. It is a smooth texture. I love the color. It can go with any type of decor. I love the double handles here. I love the shape as well as the footing of this vase. It is so beautiful. They also had it in black. It's a little bit smaller. I almost got it, y'all. I had a problem. I went in there the right day and the wrong day because I wanted everything. And so I was like, girl, you cannot leave this because it is not going to be there. I went somewhere and I saw one of those paper mache vases. I love the shape. It wasn't too large. I love the texture of it. It was a beautiful coloring. And I was like, I'm going to think about it. And then I can't remember where I saw it. Well, now I don't care because I got this one. And so this is so, excuse me, so elegant. I can see this being like on my buffet. I can see it being on the centerpiece of my dining table, on my living room table. It can go upstairs and be, it can meet you at the top of the stairs in the landing area. This thing is just gorgeous. There is nothing that I can say about this. Now, there are some little scuffs on here, but I got some money off from this. So, I was very happy. And I got a couple of dollars off, 10% off of the black one too. It was a little chip on the side. I'm going to kind of fill that in. You're not going to see it. And so that was very, very good. So I got this. I cannot wait to bring this out. But until I do, these things are going upstairs in my storage area when I get it together. But it's going upstairs in my office. We're not even going to talk about that. Let's go to the next item. So that's nice, huh? Well, y'all, hold on to your pearls. Hold your jacket, hold your pearls, because I'm about to blow your clothes off. Promise. This item right here had me like really contemplating my whole existence, because I was like, girl, you don't need this. And then I started thinking, girl, yes you can, because you are going to be able to use this up in the guest bedroom. And I was like, really? Well, where can I put that in the guest bedroom? Because I am going to be taking out that turquoise shelf. That's coming out. That's coming out of there. Some other things are going to be coming out of there. And I'm going to rearrange the room. And I was like, I possibly could use this. Girl, I got it. I got it. And let me show you what this is. Because we were having an argument. Well, me meaning me and myself. We were having an argument in the aisles of Ross. And I won. It is this beautiful ginger. Yeah. This right here and this blue. This blue right here is the blue that I am going to use in the guest bedroom this year for the holidays. And that was the color that I used in my master bedroom last year. So y'all see, I do that all the time. I will use one color in my main, owner suite, and then the next year I'll usually switch that into the guest bedroom and switch it all up. But I'm using blue back there this year, and this is gorgeous. This right here was what, $29? How much was this? It was $21.99. I thought this was $29.99. My whole total came up to like $50. But this was $21.99. Y'all, so beautiful. I looked this up, and they have one similar on QVC. Dennis Basso had it. It's sold out. And then I found some other ones. I tried to look up this brand and I didn't get anything. But this is from that collection, as well as the two-handled vase is from that collection. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I am so excited about these items because I know, and this was sitting on the end cap up high. I was about to leave, and then I looked up. I was like, And then we began talking to ourselves and walking around the store trying to talk ourselves out of this. And yeah, it's here now, so we good. It's good. So yeah, I was so happy to have gotten this, and I was very happy with the price, because all three of these vases being, and the total's only $50. That is amazing. That is an amazing deal, and I would not come across this vase again. I know, had I waited and gone back the next day, because y'all know how I do. I think about things and I'm like, oh, okay, when I get off work or whatever, I'm gonna go get it, and it's not there, and I'm upset. But I didn't do that this time. So I obviously was really, really liking this. But yeah, those are all the things that I have to share with you. I am going to get back to work over here. I'm planning for the upcoming week some ideas that I have planned. I have some collaborations coming up. We just have a lot going on right now, getting ready for the wedding. I'm still trying to find a dress. Y'all see I'm letting my hair grow out because we're going to be doing something different for the wedding. And it would have grown out more than this had I not cut it and went back for a trim. But we've done pretty good. So I think it's about at least like 3.5 inches. Well, yeah, maybe 2 inches. Well, what's that, 1 inch? So about 1.5, 2 inches. So we're just gonna let it do what it do. But yeah, I'm liking this right now temporarily. But yeah, I'm trying to get ready for this wedding. We have under 80 something days, and it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. So still have a lot to do. But anyway, I want to go ahead and end this video right here. And if you are new to my channel, I am so happy that you stopped by to see what's happening over here in my world, because there's something always going on. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Juani, and welcome to Juani's World. Over here, I share my life living in Atlanta in my 50s, and I'm taking it one day at a time. If you'd like to partake in this journey with me, I would love for you to. You simply have to hit that subscribe button twice. That way you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. So you want to know what's happening over here at Juani's World? Let me show you. But you got to come back and see my next video. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.